Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field for the first time today. We take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard runners.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Hoosiers send out the switches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolverine! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Sets up the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
No gain on the play. Good enough for a first down.
And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Jukes his way for more. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. The screen, he can go. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Buying some time. That's it, fly. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be excited.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
Missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down, still moving.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense. Happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That's now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Kick is in the air. And he'd hope to pin him deep instead. A touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point.
There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
From inside the 10-yard line. He'll bring it back. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what that guy? What was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The offense set for a first down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll take a deep shot here. It's complete. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, sometimes as a play call, don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds. .41 after the good game there. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Clinton. He hauled that one in and got the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Made a defender miss. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Hits him with a stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The offense changing the play. Toss sweep right. Finding open areas. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And the old toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Keeps looking downfield. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Nice move. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Now on the move. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly on the move. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
Flex. 29 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races to the right.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.